Thank you very much to our Prime Minister. May I now call upon the Leader of the Opposition, first speaker from the École Polytechnique, Mr. Guillaume Dubrule.
Dear Chairman, Your Excellency, Madame la Secrétaire Générale, scrumptious bell couple, honorable members of the jury, distinguished yet deeply mistaken members of the government, most valued members of the opposition, ladies and gentlemen. March the 2nd, 1977. Ronald Reagan says, politics is supposed to be the second oldest profession. I have come to realize that it bears a very close resemblance to the first. And indeed, ladies and gentlemen, after hearing Mr. Berger, I must admit, I agree with President Reagan. I must admit, the members of the government are ready to do anything to keep their jobs, anything to carry their political arrangements, any single thing to try to be elected, be it compromising their principles, bending the truth, or even selling their souls. Ladies and gentlemen, how can the government sincerely give us such arguments to defend the motion? How can they be patronizing enough to think you and me do not understand their method?
On that point, sir.
No, thank you. Carrying on means continuing in the same direction. No deviation, not thinking outside the box. The motion is formulated in a really general way. Birds fly, cows give milk, Parisians grumble, we should keep calm and carry on. Mr. Brunstein, the government should therefore define it and defend it in a really general way, and not on some specific examples like geographic places, for example, the Plateau de Palaiseau, as has just been implied by your Prime Minister. No matter what happens, if the building begins to burn, if there is an attack against our country, if unemployment is rising, if the government's policies show absolutely no result, just keep calm and carry on. Are you serious? Are you serious?
On that point, sir.
Yes, sir.
When did panicking or rushing into something ever help?
Well, absolutely not, and this is our point. Courage, Mr. Berger, is precisely gathering right emotions and passion from panic to find the solutions and react. We don't want to live in a world where the main message sent to the population is a defeatist message. And as the government seems to like the historical side of the motion, shall we remind them that the original poster was never released precisely because it was only thought in case of an invasion of the United Kingdom by Germany. No, thank you, sir. This is not precisely what we can call trust in the future, right? I can already hear members of the government stigmatizing our position, saying we are a group of excited people calling for a world.
Point, sir.
No, thank you. For a world where people do not take time to think, do not take time to rest, and do not take time to conciliate. No, no, no. Ms. Lorabi, this is not what we're standing for tonight. Tonight, we are standing for balance. We believe there are moments in life where it's time to keep calm, but not to carry on. We call it change, as will develop my colleague Flora. We believe there are moments in life where it's time not to keep calm, but to carry on. We call it passion, as will show my colleague Grégoire. Ladies and gentlemen, we believe there are moments in life
On that point, sir.
where it's time neither to keep calm nor to carry on. We call it revolution. Oh, thank you. As will show my colleague Aude. Finally, our rep Christoph will passionately build on this triptych to change your mind and revolutionize the way you look at the motion. But for the moment, let us all sit down to listen to Ms. Lourabi's point of information. Please go ahead.
Since when passion has been the solution for hunger?
Well, we are not talking especially about hunger, and that's precisely what I said. Maybe you weren't listening, you were writing. But we are talking, and you must defend the motion in general facts. You cannot just give counter-arguments, because the motion is formulated in a general fact. You have to show it's true in all the cases. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. Winston Churchill. Ladies and gentlemen, the true courage is never to keep calm and carry on. The true courage is to stand firm against oppression, act against it, and channel your passion to change. Mr. Berger, Mr. Brunstein, Ms. Lourabi, Ms. Matthews, Mr. Van Einstein. If all of France had kept calm during World War II, if nobody had stood up to resist, we wouldn't have this debate today in Paris at the Hôtel de la Serre. We would have a debate auf Deutsch in a city called Vichy. Honorable members of the jury, for the sake of change, for the sake of passion, for the sake of revolution, reject the motion.